Build creative confidence. Beat the inspiration addiction. Join the Writer's Gym.
Way back before the writing room, I used to go to cafes with a friend or several friends, and we would each be in our own world on our own laptop or in our own notebook, in our absolutely own universes, but still with somebody around to look after things. And that was what inspired me to believe the writing room was a necessity in my life. And it grew with the Writer's Gym, and you turn up for as long or as short as you want. And it really is a delight to begin the week like that. I run the writing room every Monday. Anybody on my mailing list can turn up, and we sit and we write, and some of us have our cameras on and some of us have our cameras off, and it is all about having the company. But one of the things that happened today was that one of the members said, "I shot a should fairy today," and we were all very, very happy, those of us who are members and are used to my phrasing of things, because shooting a should fairy is when you notice what the shoulds are that are swarming around your face, going, you should be like this or you should do that. The thing about the should fairies is the real way they overwhelm you is not by telling you what to do, but by telling you that there is a right answer and a wrong answer. So if, like this Writer's Gym member, you're choosing between options and you're instinctively going, which should I pick? Or so-and-so would probably pick that one. Or somebody would think that this is a better idea than this one. And what I'd done earlier in that day for her on our Voxer group is I'd offered her a question that you need to come out purely in a spirit of curiosity. There is no wrong answer. If I knew both these ideas would be fine, which would I choose first? And what that does, as long as you're being curious, as long as you're listening, you're not telling your brain what to think, you're listening, allows you to pick the one you're more in the mood for. And she'd move forward like that. But then another member held up a little piece of paper saying, shoot the should fairies, in her gorgeous handwriting, which she now has as a post-it note on her computer every day. And it made me so happy, because there was a time when I didn't know what should fairies were, when I thought the thoughts in my head comparing me to everybody and remembering something unpleasant somebody said 10 years ago or 2 minutes ago about my writing more loudly than my own feelings of, ooh, this is exciting, and more loudly than when people have said nice things about my writing. I thought I was listening to a documentary. I didn't realise that my anxiety is in fact creative writing, not a documentary. It's making up stories. So the should fairies become really important because they sound like they're being terribly sensible, but actually it's fear. And you can move from I fear to I want when you're ready to listen. So what she'd done is she was able to tune back into I want and get through that draft. And then, who knows, maybe move on to the other one and do the same. Here is how to identify a should fairy. Listen to what your brain is telling you, like it's an audiobook, not like it's you, not like it's definitive, but listen, truly listen. Not even to criticise, just to listen. And look at the character behind those thoughts. What is that character afraid of? What does that character want? What does that character fear? And you'll get to know the character and you'll be a lot more forgiving about what they're saying. And then all you need to do is step back a little and ask, if I knew this was going to be fine, what would I choose? And that's how you find out what you're curious about. And here's what we know about curiosity. Curiosity, confidence, creativity. In that order. Because confidence does not feel like confidence. Confidence feels like focus. It feels like interest. It essentially is curiosity. And it's from that we get our ideas to develop. It's from that we have the fun that creates the individual voice that makes those words happen for us or through us. Yes, it's coming from us, but it can feel like through. It can be that enjoyable. And you can find your way into that a little bit more every day. Listen to the should fairies. Please know you're shooting them with a water pistol, not a gun. And that water pistol is all it takes, because it just takes going, haha, that's silly, and moving forward as your curious, confident, creative self.
You've visited the Writer's Gym with author and coach Dr. Rachel Knightley. Production and sound design are by Ashley Lexine, and theme music is by Chris Gregory. To join a Writer's Gym workout online or in London, as a guest or as a member, visit writersgym.com or email thewritersgym@rachelknightley.com.